And we here. We are here. Hello everyone, my name's Ross. I'm the owner and main trader at TotalFX. And what I've decided to do, for whatever reason, is we're going to try it and start a $20 account, and we're going to take it to the fucking moon, basically. The idea behind this being that anyone can trade, you know, doesn't matter how little money you've got to put in, as long as you have access to the internet and a phone, you can trade with $20 fucking dollars, you know, which is like roughly what, 17, 18 pounds at the minute. Soon to be less. Ugh. 18 quid, something like that. Anyhow, let's get started. On my personal account, I took a few trades today anyway. So I caught a nice gold long, breaking this area of structure here after this bullish candle. We didn't take it as high as there, we only got to these highs here. But still, nice trade. Very good trade indeed. I caught a nice short coming down off the back of this, and the reason being, I'll show you why. You look at the 30-minute time frame, it was just a huge rejection all round. Okay, so straight away we're looking for a short entry. Basically, I didn't like this at all. I thought for sure this is going to be a fake out initially and then to pull up, which it kind of was. But when we formed this level here, I was quite interested in seeing this candle close below as soon as we got this sort of mini consolidation here. And then when we closed below and started to push, I got short right there with a stop loss literally above the high of that candle, and I closed it somewhere when we broke around where we broke these lows. And I'll be honest with you, I'm a bit annoyed I didn't hold on to a little bit more, because I really do think that we could, you know, effectively break the lows here and correct this move from Tuesday. So who knows? I'm not here to tell you what goes on. Also on the Dow, I caught a really nice short here. I'll put it out in all my telegrams, even the free group got this one. Called it literally, I think it was on the 15-minute time frame, right when we were floating around this level, I believe it was. And this bearish close here, I waited for a retracement, and as soon as this candle started pushing down, I got in, I think, with a stop above there to sell. Yeah. And my target initially, I was looking at this previous high here, and as you can see, at the minute we didn't quite get there. I still think it could. I still think there's more than enough scope to do that, but it didn't in this case. So quite luckily, you know, for no reason whatsoever, I think I got out about here. Just basically at my target, and I'm selling with, you know, a really nice entry. It was good, basically. There was no reason to try and hold it all the way to target. And call it what you want. That's what I did. Do I still think you could hit that? Yeah, sure. But it might retrace right all the way back to potentially my entry and beyond, you know, so I didn't want to be in it anymore. It's a nice move, caught it. Happy with that. Don't get greedy. Simple shit. GJ. Been a bit of a bane of my life today, this, in all honesty. Initially, I caught the sell yesterday here, around this level. Not yesterday, sorry, the day before. And we pushed down, and I got out when we broke this low here. That was my target. Really nice trade. Simple shit. I got long again here, in the afternoon, just for a cheeky retrace back up to that level. Target hit. Nice trade. Perfect. And then when we dropped down to this area, I thought, okay, then there's probably scope for coming back down to the original low down here. That was my original thoughts, and the reason being is because if you look at the 4 hour, all we did was bounce off this previous support, which has now become resistance. Okay, simple shit. Let's just clean that up. Actually, I put it on the 4 hour closes. You can really see how much it reacted to that zone. Really nice. So when we started pushing down, initially I didn't want to get in the sell. I wanted that pullback, and it was like late time of night and blah blah blah. Basically approaching the handover where, you know, spreads widen, all the crazy shit happens, great gaps get filled before moving in the right direction, and yeah, all that shit, you know, that happens at, you know, that's similar. Oh. What's going on? I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. So essentially, what I was looking for was when we were pushing down like this, I annoyingly got along right. Trying to think how best to mark this. I'm not used to using Trader for this sort of shit. Anyway, I got long where we broke this level here. Okay, instantly stopped out straight away, gone. We pushed down. We created a massive bearish candle on the 30-minute time frame, and we pushed below this previous level here, the this range, if you like, that we formed. And I'm thinking, okay, this is a fake out. Immediately we start pushing back up, and knowing how price can move in a range bound market, I thought it wouldn't surprise me if we can break these highs and then we push down, or break these highs and we just continue fucking off to the upside. Who knows? But when this candle closed below here and then pretty much immediately started pushing down, I was short straight away, selling it. Okay, and as you can see, it went pretty well. So money back and more. I actually got back involved in a sell. This level here, as soon as we, as you can see, we rejected this previous high. Okay, candle closed still bullish, but rejected the high. The next candle could not climb above that high, and in fact did breach the low. And when this candle closed here, I waited for the candle to close, and we pushed up and we pushed down. Yes, we did close bullish, but I took the trade there, a sell. My stop was above this high, and I was targeting around this level here. And again, didn't actually hit my target, but we did get out there, you know. So essentially, good trades all round. Okay. Now, with that being said, if you actually look at this area, we are kind of reacting to it as we speak. But from a sort of higher time frame perspective, I don't think there's any trade to enter right at the minute. I think we need to wait for this candle to close on the 4 hour, either like this or bullish. But even then, I kind of want to see like the next candle on the 1 hour break some sort of decent structure, or the very least the 30-minute. And at the minute, I don't think there's much of a range going on. I think we need to wait for price to consolidate a bit longer, if I'm honest. But you never know. You never know. Gold then. I think there's scope for this to move further down. 100%. Say on my personal account, I did actually already sell this here after this huge rejection. Already took profits. That's fine. But I do think we could move down here. So it's entirely possible we could catch some kind of move. But, big but, the volume is going to be incredibly low at this time of night. So what I'm going to be looking for, probably, realistically, unless we can push down in the next couple of minutes, you know what? Oh, I remember the days. Okay. So 7.5% risk here, but we are trading $20. But let's just see what can happen, because at the end of the day, I do think price can reach here. So, do I think it's going to do it right now and tonight? Probably not. So to that end, this is probably a pretty bad trade to start off on the old $20 account. But hey, at the same time I kind of like it. But this is resistance, and it has proved so before. But we've rejected the high, indicating price has the potential to move back down. Okay, and this is a huge move from the other day, so let's just be, it's not uncommon for price to just retrace these moves to correct the move. 50% of the move is a good target. Never try and obviously retrace the whole thing, although it could, of course it could. Not saying it will, but that's where we're at. So I'm just going to monitor this on the 15 minute. If this candle turns bullish, I'll probably just get out, to be honest. Because we've got a 15 minute rejection wick here that has been filled, and this closed bullish. So I think if we break these highs, there's a little scope for a trade up to these levels again. So keep an eye on that. But I don't want to get caught up in chop here before price moves the way it wants to. So if this trade doesn't work out, I think I'm going to let price try and consolidate and form some kind of little range or support and resistance to break out of. Be patient with that one. But let's just leave that a sec. GJ. Now, on the 4 hour, there is this kind of like previous high here, this previous resistance and support level, across the market that's been pretty much reacted to every time we've hit it, within reason. A lot of the move has already happened. I think we're going to get a little bit of consolidation here before we move again. But having said that, the 4 hour closing like that does interest me into potentially getting long if we can see a break of a significant high. But realistically it might have to be there, so we kind of are range bound right now, I think. Or we will be. A further push down. We've moved a lot. I mean, in terms of targets for the shorts, I think this level here is probably going to get hit before we start seeing the upside, but we might see a little correction overnight. The Dow's interesting because I do think this level could break, even though it's my take profit. If it breaks, then we are going to move. And a 1 hour's trying to push back down here after a bit of rejection. So let's just have a look at what's going on the 15 minute. In fact, let's check out the 30 minute real quick first. Or was I on the 30 minute? Yeah, looks the same. Interesting. So I think if this candle closes bearish and break the low, I think I'd be happy to get short again on the Dow. Yep, stopped out on gold there. Interesting. Actually might try and get long here. And again, just up to that level. See what we can do. This does interest me. I think if we can break back down below the low of this, I'd take a little impulse sell. Why is that on 10? Jesus. Let's see. because this is support right now. But if we can break back below that support, I would be interested to get short here. 50-minute previous candle was bullish. We didn't have much of a wick. We're clearly bearish on every other time frame. So there is a lot of movement to the downside. 5 minute, we don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Okay, so breaking the lows here, I'm going to get short. Stop's going to be above the high. And seeing as this target doesn't seem good enough, we're going to target this previous support here on the 1 hour time frame, and that's going to be our target. Simple stuff. I'm closing gold early because I don't like it. Rejecting that high again. Potential fake out on gold. So if we can break this low, I might give this trade a second chance. I think if this candle can close like a rejection of the rejection to the downside, I would look to sell GJ. US 30 trying to push down here. But again, that area acting as support. It's not happy about it. Very bearish on a lot of time frames though. Okay, we're starting to pull back a little bit here. Not much, but we have broke the previous candle's open. The low of the candle, not the wick. So, not as convincing just yet. This candle closes bearish. I would give the short a second chance, I think, on gold. It's about 4 minutes now to the candle closes, so it may be worth waiting, but I'll make it out here. GJ still trying to push up after that 30-minute rejection. Apologies for that buzzing noise. That is my phone. We've had 2 minutes of the candle close now. See, there's two ways of looking at this candle. If it closes look the way it is now, yes, it's bearish, but it is still technically rejecting this area of support here that's been formed. So I'd like to see it close below that area. If not, I may just get out of the trade straight away. I'm out. I am out there. I'm going to wait to see what happens on that. So if we close like this and start pushing up, I may get involved in a buy. Just over 30 seconds now to the candle closes, so let's see what they close like on all time frames. The 30 minutes is going to be the most important. Bullish from that area, but we could break that area. Who knows? Who knows? We could always give this trade a second chance if we can close below. If this starts pushing down, I'm getting back involved. Okay, we're back involved in this short. Exact same trade idea. Where was my take profit? This previous area here. Okay, so if gold can break the low of the previous close, i.e. that level, I'll give this trade another chance, because it failed to break the high previously, basically. But I'm waiting for that moment. We could look at a larger target here, I mean, but I don't want to get too greedy. It seems sensible that we're going to reach the next area of support. So let's see. Okay, I'm selling gold for obvious reasons. I'll stop right there. Gonna get greedy, go down here. Just allow for a bit of spread there. too far. I think maybe if we can break the previous candle's low, then I think, yeah, I think there's a trade here too. Okay, good entry so far. So far, so good. As you can see, of course, no indicators. Don't use indicators at all. It's pure price action. That's all you need. If you understand the candlesticks and how they move, why they move like they do, it's all you need. Does this work every time? No, of course not. But if you take advantage of it in the right way, it's a very high probability that price is going to move in your favour. Okay, so if we can break this low here, I will look to enter short on GJ2. Which is kind of more risk than I'd want at once on this really small account, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. And it is a high probability setup. I'll just manage it very carefully and be very cautious with my stop, to the point where if we pull back, even in the slightest, I might just can the trade straight away and manage the risk. I mean, if we drop below here, it could be nice drops all round. But I don't want to speak too soon. I don't know what's going to happen. Nobody fucking does. I'm still holding below those here, so volume seems to be there to push it. Let's see if we can carry on. Hopefully it's not just a fucking fake out again. We may have to wait for this candle to close. Well, that's the full target met on US 30 for the earlier trade, so to that end, I'm half tempted to close it now. Decisions. GJ rejecting again. Doesn't want to break below that there. Gold. Ooh. I like it at the minute. Nice. Little sneak peek for you there. So, what have we got? I mean, we're looking nice. What are we actually risking on gold here? Yeah, same again. It's good. Pushing down nicely now. What say you, GJ? You bitch. Interesting. Interesting. Not that we care. Man, I swear if gold can't break this low. It has broke it. Just don't want to get too greedy here either. I'll be mindful. I'll be mindful of that. Anyways, I gotta take a slash. This is where it all goes wrong. I'll be back in a sec. Yo, what's good? Excuse me. I've got a cold at the minute and I'm fucking dying. That's better. Right. As you can see, we're still breaking all sorts of shit. We're going down. It's simple, really. It's simple shit. It's reading the candlesticks and waiting for the actual moment where you think, right, okay, we could actually break and move there. So, Dow's still pushing down. Gold, still pushing down. How's GJ doing? Pushing up. That's interesting. You see this candle here? If it closes like that with this wick, man, I'd be... Oh, look at this. It can close bearish. Could be on for a really nice break. Although if the Dow pushes up much higher here, I'm going to say I may close. I think I'm going to go stop to break even. Let's not take another loss on that. Same goes for gold. Fuck it. Breaking lows. I want to see this move. You know, I don't want to see it pull back. So let's see what happens. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Don't hit my target perfectly. When I closed early and then reverse. Got about 2 minutes to the candle closes, or 2.5 minutes. 2.5 long minutes. Gold has the legs continue. You know what? I am going to put my stop back up to this level. Purely because I see no reason why we can't... Because we have clearly broken this low, and we've broken out of this structure. I'll be extremely surprised if we close up there. But I think it's reasonable that we could tag our break-even point and then drop. But having said that, I might look to close half the trade if we can break back below this level. GJ breaking out high, contrary to what we thought. You know what? I might put the stop to above the, just above the high on the 15-minute on gold. Right, close bearish, close below the lows. Again, close bearish, below the lows. There's no reason why this can't continue down. Does it have to? No. But the probability is now much higher that it will continue down. So I'm happy to hold the trade. For now. Just going to move it up a tiny bit just to give spread a little bit of room, but that's the only reason. It's still above, the stop loss is still above this 15-minute high. And again, only risking, what? $1.43. $1.43. $1? $1.43. What are we risking here? I think it's slightly more, it's $3, I believe. But if we can hit our target, that'd be really nice. Really nice. If we start pushing lower here, I might enter more. Like that. So I'm going to put my stop loss above here. So this one's only risking $1.79. But that is an impulse entry that may not basically mean fuck all. We'll see what happens. Because at the end of the day, this has closed as a rejection. Man, I can't see shit with this trade history on, you know. Let's make it background somehow. Okay. See if we can break this low here. We might consider just closing the whole thing because that'd be, you know, be a decent trade. Nice work. Okay, let's be cheeky here. Let's just put the stop loss here, so, you know, or maybe here, above this zone, or on this zone. See if we can just continue down a bit more and just push. So no matter what, we're gaining now. But I did like the idea that the probability of us filling this wick here, huge. Huge. Hence the closure. But if we can push down right now, that would be nice. That would be very nice. If the volume's there to do it, it's an easy tenner. While that's doing its thing, let's look at gold. Oh, pushing down. Exact same play on gold is happening right now. Literally the exact same play. You love to see it. Once again, we're only gaining now. We've already taken profit. The candle closed bearish here on GJ, so if we can once again, if we can close below this low, the sells are real. But after these good entries on these two, I don't think there's any need to for today's period of trading, and that's one of the main things with trading. All the best traders in the world know less is more. You know, if I'd have took another loss then, I don't think I'd have taken another trade today on this account. No sir. So while this is dropping out its ass, nice. While this is dropping out its ass, GJ, it's tempting me. It's tempting me. It's tempting me. In fact, I think a fake out to the upside now and then dropping back down would be a really nice trade. Really nice. Gold's about to make my day. All being well, continue to the target. But we might manage this effectively right now. Okay, so roughly half the trade's just been closed there. That's fine. Seems fair. This also seems reasonable because at the end of the day, looking for an aggressive push down here. So back to the matter at hand. It's looking good. Definitely stop to break even now. The initial target, you know, I would be thinking about here. It's the highest probability, so we might just do that and not get greedy. Just focus on the growth, the slow, consistent growth. It's looking good. GJ. Oh. You little devil. I'm going to sell it there. The stuff's going to be so tight. We're definitely going to lose this trade, I would say. But it's 86 cents risk, so I'm not too fussed, really. I think the probability's high. Just going to check the higher time frames and just look, you know, to the other side, see what's going on. Yeah, I think I'm out of... Oh. It's interesting stuff. It's mad, really, isn't it? What are you doing, gold? Don't be a bitch. I suppose kind of asking it to break this low and just hit the floor was a bit much. But I did like the idea of this wick getting filled, and I still do. 4 minutes to the candle close now. Gotta stop that. GJ pushing down. Can hopefully make us a little bit more money. Three minutes to the candle close, roughly. I'm not sure why my computer time's slightly faster than it should be. It's supposed to be automatic, but is it fuck? I mean, it's clearly in a downtrend. But I know what GJ's like as well, so it's like, Ooh, 2 minutes to the candle close. I was going to say 1 minute. But my computer's fucked, apparently. At least the clock is. Come on, gold, don't do us dirty. You know it's gonna. Or worse, spread only. No, I think that the probability it's going to break that low is pretty high. Based on all kinds of time frames. Yeah. We could look for more, but we have got a tight stop, so it's not, you know, when we break that low, we could pull back more. Could pull back more now. I mean, look at this price action. Smart money, eat your heart out, yeah. Smart money would have bought here. This is where they get slapped. What would it be, right? So, that's an order block or whatever, yeah. Been hit. Targets are like what? This high? This high? Just gonna move that for spread. Move that there. So smart money's buying here, yeah? And right now they're like probably jizzing. And then the candle closes. Bearish. Man, I really hope I don't get done by spread alone. Well. Smart money indeed. Not fucking laughing now, are they? Now they're thinking, yeah, the bottom wicket that's holding. It's gonna go up. It's gonna go flying up. Enter again. I wouldn't. Oh, is it reversing on me? Am I going to eat my words? Okay, right, GG. Seems I am going to eat my words. Or am I? Do me a favour, Gold. Don't prove these idiots right. Not the one time it works. Well, there it is. I ate my words. Still back to the point where we were. Managing risk. It's fine. I still think it's going to go down. Yep. If we break this low. Still bearish, baby. I think this trade's got... This son of a bitch got some legs yet. It's forming a support here, though. Interesting. Interesting. We could be reacting to the level. The buyers could flip on all fronts here. The 1 hour time frame. Bullish. Bullish. After that rejection as well. So I think potentially a break of that area could be nice. Could be premature, but and if we do, I think a realistic target would be that area. So that's the play. Breaking above the high here. 1 hour rejection. 15-minute break of the high. I like the play. Keeping the stop loss tight again. Not aiming for much, just aiming for like a retrace of this area. So the Dow. 1 hour was bearish. 30-minute bearish, but we did hit that. We are hitting this resistance zone. Support now. If we can break above the high, we're long. And I'm going to keep my stop loss just below that support level. Targets. I think there seems sensible. Maybe even there. I said the riskiest trade is probably this one, but I've broken the high. It stands to reason we're going to react to that level. Pound yen's just doing its thing. If anyone actually wants me to go, like, properly go over these trades in like a future video or something like that, or actually fully, you know, I'll do it on TradingView as well, so I can proper annotate it a little bit better and show people what's going on. But you know, I can do a video easily showing why I'm actually entering these trades, what my thought process is, because I'm trying to do it live, but I understand a lot of it's going on inside my own head, so probably not really understanding what I'm looking at in terms of the chart patterns. But it's really simple, being patient shit, you know. All you gotta do is be patient, wait for the candles to close. Simple as. this previous 15-minute candle, yes, it was bearish and it looks like a big rejection. To the untrained eye, might look like, yeah, okay, we're just going to carry on breaking down here. Which, if we broke this low, would have been a possibility. But the fact that we didn't even close outside of this previous candle range, this candle's more or less meaningless, you know? So I think GJ could just keep pushing straight up, and I just want to tighten my stop because I don't want to lose too much here. It'd be quite sensible and manage the risk. If we can push above these highs, then I think stop loss to break even easily. It's hard to trade a low amount of money because on a real account I'd be thinking about taking profits right now. It's all about probability rather than actual profits. You know, percent wise this is a lot. So it's interesting stuff. Let's just see if we can keep pushing on GJ here. See if there's some volume later on in the session. Some room to be right after we were kind of right but wrong at the same time. Dow pushing up now. Stop to break even. Gonna secure those profits. Nice work. Not a bad start, if I do say so myself. Yeah, there was room probably for GJ to move higher, but at the end of the day, I like the probability rather than fucking around and seeing if it can break that high. If it rejects that now, we could easily be faking out this previous level before we broke out, So Dow pushing down now. No, happy with that. Hope you learned something from that. But from me, I think we're over and out. If you've watched, not that anyone's fucking watching live, I can guarantee that much. First stream, not bad. But look at the growth. We took a few losses at the start there, and then got into the flow a little bit of what's going on, looking at the candles, how they're closing, all this sort of stuff. Probability wise, we've come out on top, and we've got a 20% gain nearly on the account, so and I'm happy with that. So far so good. Episode 1 success. Stay tuned.